It is 5:05 p.m. here in the Central Time Zone, and we've got strong storms rolling across southwest Alabama right now. The good news, no tornado warnings are in effect for any portion of the red zone weather coverage area right now. We do have severe thunderstorm warnings in progress for portions of southeastern Mississippi, and we're going to look at that in just a moment. But again, no active tornado warnings are in progress across southwestern Alabama. We do have lots of storms on the board, and let's go ahead and take it bit by bit. We'll start up here in the northern part of Conecuh and the southern part of Butler County. This is Interstate 65. You've got this storm rolling through. This is the Sapulga River. You've got Owasso right there, Georgiana and Garland here. So this storm is basically on top of Georgiana and Garland near Interstate 65, exit 107. Again, no active warning is out for this storm. Lots of lightning, lots of heavy rain, potentially some small hail and gusty winds, especially for our friends that are traveling this evening along Interstate 65, basically from Greenville down to Evergreen. This storm is moving off to the east. So over the next several minutes, lots of heavy rain in Georgiana, McKenzie, southern side of Butler County, and also lots of lightning. Let's pan back down and show you what's happening in Monroe County. Here's Monroeville, Frisco City, XL. This is US Highway 84. You've got Alabama Highway 21 here. Lots of heavy rain, not as much lightning in Monroe County, but we note that we've also got some storms back here near Cyrene and the Old Line Road in Clark County along US Highway number 84. We'll zoom out quickly and show you we've got also storms in the northern part of Mobile and Baldwin counties. Of course, here's the Mobile Metro on the bottom side of your screen. You've got Interstate 65 here and basically a line of storms right in through here that's moving off to the east. This whole system is moving off to the southeast, but the individual storms here are moving off to the east. And again, I stress, no warnings are in progress for southwest Alabama or northwest Florida as of 5:08 p.m. Let's zoom out on our other radar here and show you exactly what's going on. We'll go ahead and put this into motion, and what you're actually seeing is the radar and the dew point temperature at the surface. And so areas that you see here in the yellow shading, actually let me go back to this radar product. This is where dew point temperatures are at least 60 degrees or higher, certainly conducive for potentially a few stronger storms. And I do note now that we've got a new product issued by our Storm Prediction Center that's saying we have at least a 20% chance of having a weather watch over the next several hours. Understand earlier we were at a 40% chance. And so clearly the severe weather threat in comparison to these other events that we've had over the past few weeks, not as great. This is a slight risk. In fact, let's pause our radar here and take off the dew point and show you exactly what we're dealing with these severe weather risks. So this is your SPC convective outlook with the radar over it. And this area right in through here, this yellow shading, basically from Grove Hill over to Beatrice Point south down into the Gulf of Mexico there near Dauphin Island and Gulf Shores. All of this area has a slight risk to see a few strong to severe storms basically over the next few hours. You've also got this darker green shading out in through here. That's your marginal risk zone. And as you can see, we've got strong storms right in through here, but no warnings. All the warnings are confined back behind me over southern Mississippi. We actually had some storms near the Jackson, Mississippi metro about an hour ago, but those have since moved off to the southeast now, and we have 3 severe thunderstorm warning polygons in progress as of 5:10 p.m. So let's go back to our other high def radar here. And you can see we've got these storms in the northern part of Mobile and Baldwin County that are going to be sliding off to the east over the next several minutes. Perhaps you're watching from the greater Bruton area. I know we've got a lot of folks in this area who are watching. Right now, very light rain. If you're out here on US Highway 31 near the Bruton Country Club, some light rain there. We've also got light rain back here near Lowry Landing Road, which is County Highway 40, and also State Highway 41 near Pea Ridge. All of these storms are moving off to the east. So here's the deal. Over the next 30 to 45 minutes, these storms are going to be on our doorstep here in the greater Bruton area. And let's look at our velocity product quickly. And I do note that this storm right in through here, very near Stockton, north of Interstate 65 and north of Bay Minette, showing perhaps some signs of rotation. In fact, let's look in the atmosphere. This is the lowest tilt of the volume scan from our NextRad weather radar. No doubt this thing is rotating like a top right in through here, and this rotation area is moving off to the east. In fact, we'll put this into motion so you can see kind of where this thing is going. There's your rotation. It moved over the Mobile Delta moments ago, and I want to stress, no tornado warning is in effect for any part of southwest Alabama right now, but no doubt this storm over northern Baldwin County is certainly wanting to rotate. We'll go back to the reflectivity, which is your classic radar product. Again, storms moving over the northern part of Baldwin, headed into Atmore, Huxford, Canoe, Malta, Wabeek, Barnett's Crossroads in the next 5 minutes, Greater Bruton area in the next 30 minutes. So if you're in the Greater Bruton area, understand we're going to have some thunderstorm action in the next 30 minutes. And again, that storm is the main concern right now. Clearly some rotation right in through here along Alabama Highway number 59 as it comes out of Bay Minette there north of 65. And this thing is moving off to the east. But again, no tornado warnings in progress. Let's zoom out and go back to our reflectivity product, which shows you the rain rates there. And you can get some idea of what's going on across the region. We'll put it into motion so you can get some idea of where all this is headed. Again, the whole thing is sliding off to the southeast, but the individual component storms are moving off to the east. So bottom line is this: Bruton, Andalusia, Crestview, Berrydale all going to have storms basically in the next hour as this whole line continues shifting off to the east. Severe weather threat continues basically for the next few hours. In fact, I want to step off camera here and grab my clicker and tell you what, let's go over to our other graphics product quickly. And again, if we have tornado warnings here in southwest Alabama or northwest Florida, you know where we will be. RZWeather.com, that's where you find our live stream for Washington, Clark, Monroe, Conecuh, Escambia, Baldwin, Mobile counties in southwest Alabama. And also we cover Escambia, Santa Rosa, and Okaloosa counties in northwestern Florida. And again, RZWeather.com/video will take you to this video stream, and RZWeather.com/audio will take you to the Mixler side of things, the Mixler feed when the power goes out. So that's the deal on that. And again, here's your weather headlines of what you can expect over the next few hours. Again, we don't have any active tornado warnings anywhere right now across southwest Alabama or northwest Florida. Good news. The severe weather threat is going to continue for the next few hours. So here's the deal. I need you to be prepared to move to your tornado safe shelter if we have tornado warnings issued. And of course, if we do, we'll be right here on the live stream. If you know someone who hasn't already opted in to our free RedZone Weather text program, all you have to do is text the word updates to 51660 to get all of those RedZone Weather updates delivered to your cell phone. And of course, find us across the board on social media. It's been a good day to be on Twitter. Lots of updates there. At RZ Weather is the handle. Take me back to the radar, if you will, quickly. I'm joined alongside Lee Margaret Bostic, who's executive producing this broadcast. I certainly appreciate all her time and effort that she puts into keeping all of us safe as well. And here's your line of storms, again, rolling across southwest Alabama. No active warnings. Before we end this stream, this 5 p.m. update, I want to take a look at a few of these storms, and you can see right in through here, this is sort of exhibiting one of those kidney bean-like structures. And it's too early to say whether this thing will produce a tornado or anything like that, but no doubt about it, this thing is wanting to rotate as it shifts off to the east toward the Perdido exit of Interstate 65. So if you're in Atmore, if you're in Malta, if you're in Wabeek, Barnett's Crossroads, Huxford, anywhere there along Alabama Highway 21, might be a good idea to go ahead and be prepared to move to that site-built structure just in case, as a course of least regret, as we've got this rotation right in through here in Baldwin County. Again, no tornado warnings are on the board, which is good news. We'll go back to our reflectivity before we call it a night per se, and of course, we'll be back if necessary. Lots of heavy rain, lots of lightning, especially in the storms over here in Butler County. In fact, look at all this lightning here near Georgiana, Garland, Greenville along Interstate 65. Lots of lightning with that, and this whole line of storms is basically paralleling the interstate. You see this new polygon that just popped up. In fact, we'll go ahead and zoom in there. That's a significant weather advisory that's just been issued by the National Weather Service, and so you can see the communities that are included, and this is because we've got that strong thunderstorm that's producing the rotation higher in the atmosphere. Perdido, Atmore, Bratt, Malta, Wabeek, Barnett's Crossroads, Wallace, Century, Pineview, all included in this significant weather advisory. Again, No active warnings are on the board. I can't say that enough just because I know we have a lot of folks watching that have severe weather anxiety and that sort of thing. I do note now that we do have a new warning to tell you about. This is going to be up here in Butler and Crenshaw counties on the storms that we just focused on. This is a new severe thunderstorm warning that's going to include much of Butler and Crenshaw, probably Georgiana, McKenzie, Luverne going to be included in that. That polygon's going to show up shortly. And by the way, I want to point out that we have this fantastic warning bug in the bottom part of your screen. This will be the only active severe thunderstorm warning in the state of Alabama right now. And so no, Georgiana and McKenzie are not included along US Highway 31, but a good portion of Crenshaw County is included. So if you're in Luverne or Brantley, anywhere along US Highway number 29 right here, which is the major artery there in Crenshaw County, no travel right now on US Highway 29 coming out of Luverne. Also no travel from the greater Troy area back to the west toward Luverne there on Alabama Highway that's US Highway 29 that runs from Luverne over to Troy. And so this is the severe thunderstorm warning. That is going to run until 5:45, so about 30 minutes left on that for the folks here in Butler and Crenshaw counties. We'll turn on the radar data before we leave you, and no doubt about it, this thing has potentially a hail core right in through there. In fact, let's go over to our other radar product here and zoom in and go to the maximum expected hail size. We can actually do a radar analysis and see just how large the hail in this storm could be. This output is telling me that this storm could be producing hail that is about dime to nickel size right in through here in the southern side of Butler County, and that's headed towards Luverne. So if you know someone in Luverne, call them, let them know that we have this severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 5:45 p.m. due to this storm that's in Butler County right now shifting off to the east. We'll have one final view of the radar, the wide view here, just so you can see what's going on. Again, we've got significant weather advisories in effect for Escambia and Baldwin counties here in South Alabama. We've also got now a severe thunderstorm warning until 5:45 p.m. for much of central Crenshaw and southeastern Butler counties in South Alabama until 5:45. So that's the only warning in the entire state of Alabama, as you can see right there in our warning bug. But again, good news, no tornado warnings. If we have tornado warnings, we will be back. On behalf of Lee Margaret Bostic, who's executive producing this broadcast, and also Bruce Thompson, who's the Chief Legal Officer of RedZone Group, LLC, I'm Spinks Megginson saying we will be back if we have tornado warnings right here on this live video stream, saying goodbye for now.